morning we spoke to Dr. Apitala Maitonga, looking at the medical side of things in terms of what needs to be done, what should be we be vigilant in, like the wearing of masks. If you're unwell, to please stay home, and also trying to make sure that we don't flood our testing stations, because at the end of the day, it is manned. The majority of in Tāmaki Makaurau are by our Pacific brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers. For the rest of Aotearoa, however, it is level 2. Now, we've done the medical notice for today, but speaking to us now, Lefionga ya Fata, Inspector Willi Fanene. He is the Pacific Responsiveness Manager for Tāmaki Makaurau, based at the Manukau Police Station, to look at things like gatherings and the borders to do with Aukilani for those of you traveling into the city. And with that, we say Fatalo Vatu Lefionga and welcome to the program. Inspector, let us start with the formal tangihanga involving large gatherings. Now, what can you just please run us through the expected number per gathering in the case whereby we have a tangi during the 3 days that for those in Tāmaki Makaurau are experiencing starting as of midnight last night to start off with?
Yes, so look, funerals and tangihanas are allowed under level 3, but they are limited to 10 people or under attending the burial or the service. The 10 people are limited. That includes the people conducting the service and any of the staff, council staff associated with burial, etc. Can I just say the last 2 lockdowns we had last year, we had over hundreds of burials and we only had 1 or 2 problems. So while we're not expecting any problems, I think it's still important for people to realise that for the next 3 days, there will be limitations on burials.
Now, with regards to religious communities, obviously for us as Pacific people, church is a big part of our everyday gathering, not just Sunday, but, church-related gatherings of some form. What can you run us through some of the, especially with weddings and even funerals themselves that are related to all things we do, religious-related within our communities? Can you share with us some of the rules and regulations that is assaulted to level 3 for the folks listening in Auckland?
Your religious gatherings like church services, again, you're limited to a maximum of 10 people. So we would be encouraging our ministers and our other pastors to holding their services virtually like they did during the last 2 lockdowns. And they seem to work very well. Again, during the last 2 lockdowns, I only had a small number of issues with churches trying to hold full services during the alert level 3 and alert level 4, but they were only 1 or 2. We don't expect any issues over the next 3 days, given that it's during the week.
Now, in terms of the important issues, looking at for the Ministry of Police and their focus in terms of patrol and checkpoint, what are some of the interest place that the positive, those who have contracted the virus, what would be advised, especially the places that were named by the Prime Minister? Where is the focus there for police in terms of looking at the big list of places the family visited before being declared contracting the virus? Fata.
Yeah, this is probably more of a issue for the Ministry of Health. From a perspective, we will be monitoring all areas such as shopping centres, malls, places like Countdown, Pack and Save. We'll be monitoring to ensure compliance with the restrictions under Alert Level 3. So, out and about, you'll see a large presence of police on feet or driving around just ensuring that there is general compliance with restrictions for people who are going to these places. Now, in saying that, we are encouraging people to stay home in their bubbles and only go out if they absolutely need to.
Let's talk about checkpoints, Fata. I see that there are 9 checkpoints in total. Can you please take us through them, Famanmul?
Yes, so movement across any alert level 3 boundary will be strictly limited to manage the virus spread. So you will need permission to travel across any alert level 3 boundary. You'll be permitted permission to travel across level 3 boundaries fall into 3 categories. First category is movement that would be permitted under all circumstances. For example, border services and emergency services. The second category, movement likely to be permitted, but would be required for the primary industry. So delivering from outside of the border to within the border, you'll need an exemption. And of course, you've got the third category, all a movement would be unlikely to be permitted unless through specific exemption issued by the Director General of Health, and they will be for such things as emergencies like funerals or other sorts of family emergencies. Just with that, you need to apply for a exemption, and to do that, go on to and if it's a business exemption you're looking for, if you want to travel for business reasons, you can apply to the www.business.govt.nz. If it's for personal movements, you can apply through www.health.govt.nz.
Fata, we're going to leave it there because there's seems to be a quality issue with the internet. But I think further information will be picked up by tomorrow. I believe that there is a chance for you to be on early edition with Silila Mayava Etiwati Ete. But look, thank you very much for taking the time to relay to us some of those informations around tangihana, funeral, religious gatherings, all related within the 3 days that we're in. Everything limited to 10, and also we're going to be posting up on our Facebook the information with regards to gatherings and the checkpoints. Permission, I believe, is 24 hours. MB is giving a lot of companies today to provide those letters to show our police community when they're coming into Tāmaki Makaurau or they're exiting, whether it's for work or just regular commutes. But whaftai tele lau whionga for this time this morning, and we'll speak with you again.
Great, thanks.